Alright, hello everybody. This is going to be my second video, and here I'm just going to basically show you the benefits of getting organized and having a system for what to do in different situations if you want a certain frog and stuff. So, I'm just going to, first of all, I showed you how I set up everything in my last video. So if you want to double check that, you can go back there and look. But for the example I'm going to use in this video, I have a frog request here, which is a fairly low-level frog. It's a Azure Ceres Marmorea, which the reward is 4 stamps. You can't really see it too well because of my camera, but yeah, I think it's a fairly low-level frog, and the times and everything won't take too long, so I'll just show everything to you here. I'm going to complete this thing. Assume that I just got this challenge, even though I didn't really. There's no forethought involved in this. I am, however, going to have to ask you to ignore 2 things. This habitat and this habitat. Just assume those are empty. Those are frogs that I'm saving for later, like these for my frog giveaway video. These are for my froggy decks. Yeah, just ignore those. These are the ones I'm going to be focusing on. So if we remember, that frog request was an Azure Ceres Marmorea. So the first thing I'm actually going to do is go out of here, and in my other video I said that I had just about every kind of frog in my catalog. So I'm going to look through here for a Marmorea pattern frog. Right here I have a Marmorea. It's in my catalog, and I'm just going to quick buy it out of my catalog since I don't already have one. So I just bought it. I'm going to go to my mailbox. It's going to take 1 hour and 2 minutes, which normally I would be willing to wait, but right now I'm just going to say whatever for the purposes of this video. I'm just going to go ahead and use a stamp on it. So I'll use a stamp and get it right now. Alright, so I have that frog. I am going to place it here. I'll just use this habitat. Whoops, ignore that. It's for a different app. Alright, so now I've got my Marmorea there. Now what do I need to do? I'm going to quick tame this. Shouldn't take that long. I probably only have to catch a few flies because this is kind of a low-level frog. Yep, I only need to catch 8 more already. One more. Where is it? There we go. Alright, so I tamed my Marmorea. So now I have the kind of frog that I want. Now I just need the right color scheme. It was Azure Ceres. So I'm going to look through my colors. Azure should be this one? Yeah, here's an Azure. So I've got my Azure frog. I'm going to put that one in the same habitat as my Marmorea. Then I'm going to look through here for a Ceres, which should be over here someplace. Ceres. Oh no, it's not. I know where it is. It's in this color one. Alright, so here I have my Ceres frog. I'm going to move this Ceres frog over here too. So now I've got an Azure frog. You can't really see it, sorry. I've got an Azure frog, a Marmorea frog, and a Ceres frog. Well, the first thing I want to try to do is get the color scheme right. So I'm just going to breed this Ceres and Azure together. And as you can see, I'm just going to cancel that, there are 4 choices that could happen. The 2 at the ends are the frogs that I'm breeding together anyway, which are an Azure Kylus and an orange Ceres. But I want this one right here, Azure Ceres. That's the color scheme I want. So I'm going to go ahead and breed those 2 together. I'm just going to go 8 times. Hopefully it'll go faster. Alright, yep, it's full. So now we go to my nursery, and and I've got these 8 eggs. Alright, now here is something not a lot of people use, I think. Just about every frog has a unique max value. So right here you can't really see it, but my orange Cereus anura has a max value of 58. So I'm going to remember that. Now I'm going to go look at my Azure Chylus. It has a max value of 44. 44 and 58. I'm going to try and remember those numbers. So now I go back here, and this one has a max value of 58. So I know that this one is going to come up as the same frog that I started breeding with. Now, just to prove this to you, I'm going to go ahead and use a potion on it. And sure enough, orange Cereus, just like I predicted. So each of these is going to have a unique max value for the most part. There are occasional exceptions, but it's very rare. So I don't need this one, so I'm just going to go ahead and sell it. This one, max value 58. It's going to be another orange Cereus. I'm going to sell this one because I don't need it. I'm looking for a different kind. Go to the next egg. 54. Now the two numbers were 58 and 44. So I don't really know what this one is, but I know it's not one of the two that I started with. So since there were 4 choices and 2 of them were the ones I started with, this is probably one of the two. Well, this is one of the 2 that I didn't start with, and out of those 2 it could be the one I want. So I'm just going to save this one. I'm not really going to use a potion on it yet because I don't really know yet. Next, move on to 58, another one. We already know that we don't want 58s. Back to that 54 again. Here's a 44. We already have that. That's going to come up as a blue Chylus. Here, I'll use a potion to prove it. Or Azure Chylus, my bad. I'm going to go ahead and sell that because I don't need it. Here's the 54 again. Another 58, don't need it. Another 58, don't need it. So I'm kind of having some bad luck here, except for this 54. Another 44, don't need it. So it's just this 54. Yeah, 54. Alright, just to make this video a little bit shorter, I guess I'll go ahead and use a potion on it. And there's right now a 50% chance that this is the frog I want, because there are only 2 kinds of frogs that I haven't already deleted that I need. Alright, so I'm going to use a potion, and unfortunately I was wrong. It was the exact opposite. It had the primary of the one I wanted the secondary for, and the secondary of the one I wanted the primary for. So now I'm going to remember that value, 54. So now I've got 3 numbers in my head. I'm going to go ahead and sell this because I don't need it. I've got 3 numbers in my head, a 58, a 54, and a 44. So I'm going to go back here, breed these 2 together again, 8 times. Whoops. And now I've got a full nursery. I'm going to go back to my nursery and begin the process anew. 58, don't need it. 44, don't need it. 54, that was the one that I was hoping would work out before, but it didn't. So now I know I don't need the 54. Go back to this one. 58, don't need it. Wow, I'm getting really unlucky today. Another 44, don't need it. 58, don't need it. 44, don't need it. Come on. Oh, 58. Alright, I'm just getting really unlucky. I'm sorry, guys. This is not working out. Let's go ahead and breed them together again.